Good day, ladies and gents. Welcome back, and to every new one, welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to show you guys how I do my wall paint, my tattoos, in-game. So the in-game tutorial on how to paint a tattoo. There's a neat little trick. Some of you might know it, some of you might not. So let's get to it. For it, you need to have a pencil, and then you grab the pencil and drag it over your avatar here, like that, and you will get into your character. The best thing you can do is drop, the clothing, so you can see the arm and whatever you want to paint. Then you pick the color you want to paint and go ahead and paint the things you want to paint on your character here. You then save paint, and it will be stored under this tab when you go in next time. If you die, it's a really good thing to save it, because then you can just load it here and you'll look the same as you did before you lost your life to some crazy thing in Ark. But yeah, so this little tip, maybe some of you already know it, you paint it on yourself and save it that way. So no need to get others to paint on you, you can do it yourself. That's a good thing. So here's the tattoo parlor. I showed this off in an earlier video, and today I have a customer. Hello, sir. You want a tattoo? Come in and have a seat at the table, and I'll work out the sketch for one moment. You see, here is my little studio where I paint and sketch and sit and think about how the civilization is going out in the wild. Alright, sir, if you head over here and sit, we can begin the process. You can tell me what you would like.
Yeah, Hanson, I'm thinking a T-Rex head on the left pectoral.
Holy moly, sounds interesting. Well, if you start off by dropping that warm coat, I'm gonna close the door so we don't get cold. If you drop your skull thingy as well, then
my war helmet.
Your war helmet, exactly. You're not in a war right now, sir.
We're always in a war, Hanson.
Yeah, god dang it. Let's see what we can do. First, I'll start by coloring the area so the actual color stands out, and by that I will color you in a white color first. You see, that way
Alright, sounds good.
Exactly. That way it stands out even more, because some of the colors in the game, like black, is just like it's transparent, guys, so unfortunately we can't paint that black color. You can go in and compensate with making your character in like a really dark color, and then paint it with a white color, the lines in between. But hey. So let's say if you were to paint on the shoulder, we'll go ahead and color it in. If you hold down shift, it's gonna be like a broader pencil stroke, which is is good for, you know, covering bigger areas. And I'm just gonna, you know, color this area in with the white. And I am going to speed up the process, so I'll bring you guys back when it's colored in, and then we will work on the next step. See you in a bit, guys.
So how's business been up in the tavern?
It's been busy. Let me say it like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about coming up here with the old wife and grabbing some beer when we're all done here.
Sounds like a plan. You should it's a possibility that you will find some good brawling when you get those beers. It seemed to attract a lot of sea folk that likes to, you know, fight it out. And
well, I'm always up for a good brawl, Hanson.
yeah, I know. Are you still there? Right, ladies and gents. See, I colored in this this good fella who just passed out in the chair. We will give him one moment to sit down and regain consciousness. Normally, my customers just don't pass out, you know, only if they are a bit drunk. But it's all okay, my good sir.
A little nervous, you know, my first tattoo, and
yeah. I know how it is.
just kind of,
You know.
I apologize.
It's something every man has to go through. To become a warrior, you know, you have to have that distinct look.
This warrior definitely just passed.
Alright, ladies and gents. So,
Your the tattoo needle's terrifying me.
yeah,
Hopefully I don't pass out again.
as you see, some of the customers are afraid of the tools of my trade, but that's just how it is. So this particular fella wants a Rex head or Rex skull on his left chest, and I am going to get some reference. So press the home button on your keyboard, bring up Google search, and I find that a tribal-ish looking like stencil art is a good way to paint in Ark. So I'm gonna go with that, and I'm just gonna choose one that I think looks soothing for this purpose. So let's see what we can find here. And again, this is just for reference, so you have something you can look at. Oh, there he goes again. I know it's not a stencil, but I actually like this one. So we're gonna mirror this, I believe. And I like to use brick. Every section you can actually slowly define a line here where you know, every section of your character is divided, like the neckline, and it's divided into two pieces up here, the shoulder and the back, and here you have the arm, that line going there like that, and so on. Every section has an area where you can paint a perfectly straight line, and let me just show you that. You can see here the straight line lies there, so if I were to paint like this, so as you see, you can make a straight line. Every section of your character's body is divided, and you can actually see it right here, where there's like this small area where the color isn't fully rendered in. This is a section, and each of these sections has an area or an angle where you can make a straight line. So if I were to paint here, you see it's like the straight line goes in that direction right here, right? When you design or come up with what you want to make, that's one thing you have to keep in mind, that you know, it's harder to make a line go, you know, diagonal like this. It's gonna look a bit choppy. But yeah, let's get to the Rex skull. I'm gonna bring up my reference, and here you see the Rex skull that I'm thinking about painting here. I'm gonna erase this area right here, and then I'm gonna take my brick color and just in a slightly more loose hand, you know, outline kind of what I am going for. This is just to give myself an idea of the size of what I'm going to paint, and you know, how, like that. This. Loose hand again. Might be a little too big for what we're going for, but we're just gonna go with it for now, because I kind of want to keep it on the chest still. But let's see if we close it like this and do it like this, and like so. You know, it's just a loose hand again. Keep that in mind. Then we're gonna just mark out where the nose is, and I'm bringing up my reference quite a lot, but it's just so you know I can define all the stuff that needs to go on this particular drawing. And he's back.
Just keeps happening.
We're gonna take the whites, zoom in with your scroll wheel, and just slightly outline. Some of the areas. This is a time-consuming process, of course, ladies and gents, but the more effort you put into this, the better it will look, of course. To merge this with a another piece would maybe be to make some straight lines like this, going down in a specific pattern that you would like, and then we're going to switch the color to make the pattern afterwards. So now I'm using the thick brush, holding down shift, and you see I like there's these areas where it's like not in a straight line. That doesn't matter right now. It's just to outline what I want, and then we're gonna go in and, you know, work the detail in afterwards. Yeah, the cleaning up process of it, and here it's good to have a steady hand. Another tip would be to turn down your DPI, the speed of your mouse cursor. You can do that in your mouse software, or some mice have like some buttons on top of it that you can use to turn it up and down. You can see if when you move your mouse one way or the other, how fast it is. You can turn that speed down that way. So now I am thinking that I will cut some of this off, because if we do it like a curve, if we make this like a curve, it should curve from this area up here. This is a bit thicker than this one, so I'm gonna cut a bit of this one right here, and there we go, like that. Up here you see there's a couple of pixels missing, so I'm gonna switch to the red brick color and paint that in right there. There's one pixel right here. It's gonna be white, and there we go. You can then decide if you wanna you know, divide it in the middle like this, or you could make it into small blocks by cutting it like this. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna divide it into smaller chunks like this, and then we will throw in a pattern afterwards. And then I'm gonna shape a pattern. You can see there's like one there, and maybe just like that. It's only your own imagination that sets the limit, honestly. So it'd be nice to see what you guys come up with of you know, designs and stuff, things like that. I'm gonna put a line down there, put a line down over here, since it's turned in the wrong direction. I'm gonna turn the camera so I can see what I'm doing, and yet again fill in, clean it up like that. Put a line here, see, like that, and of course clean up this line right here, and just to check, oh, that's silver, I need white. I'm gonna chop 1 pixel off, bit of the way, like that, just to make it more interesting, like this, and then the brick color again. At this area right here, you will find a spot where you can make a nice finished line, and so we're gonna define that line and then work the pattern in from that area. So up here you see the line actually goes here, so if I were to remove some of the line here, just a tiny bit, then you will actually see that it is a straight line going right there. And that is what I want for this piece. where I decided to go with since the straight line is going that way and the straight line is here, I'm intersecting those two lines in a cross pattern like that. So when you look at it from the front, it actually, see here, it's the issue. There's a pixel right there. It's gonna, we're just gonna do it like that. It's good enough. And over here we have pixel, which should be over here instead, in my opinion. So I'm gonna move the pixel over. One. Like this. Like that. Yeah. There you go. Let's zoom in on this area up here. Give it that pixel it's missing. Like this. And we're gonna divide this one into something more like this. So it kind of intersects right there. And this is how you build up something. You know, I kind of like this particular area. You can work in detail on detail on detail on detail until you're satisfied with the look. I could keep on going, painting for hours on this, but I'm going to keep it short. Just, you know, show you find people how I do my wall paint and tattoos in game. I will leave you with this impression. Until next time we talk and see each other, leave your comments down below. What do you guys think? You like to be able to do stuff like this in the game? I think it gives it a really nice addition to the game where you can personalize your character. So thumbs up from my viewpoint. It's a great little addition to the game, in my opinion. Until next time, I hope everyone, single one of you, will have fun. That's the most important thing here in life. Have fun and do whatever you love to do. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.